time to time, ASHRAE consolidates their information on various subjects, and in 2018 they upgraded their position document on filtration and air cleaning. This is a summary of that document. First, I'd like to review Secure Air's critical air purification priorities so you can keep them in mind as we go through and compare the results from ASHRAE's reports to Secure Air's effectiveness. First, we use particle control technology to remove particulates and VOCs from the occupied or living space. Secondly, we inactivate harmful pathogens like viruses and bacteria and destroy their ability to reproduce. Third, we have a capturing capability so we can contain contaminants and prevent them from getting back into the occupied or living space. Fourth, we commit that no additional harmful byproducts could be generated that could negatively impact health. And finally, we want to ensure that there is no impact on the performance of the HVAC equipment or air distribution system. So here's the document. It's available online, and I've summarized verbatim points that are relevant to indoor air quality and filtration. This document is focused on the health consequences of filtration and air cleaning. They state that right now there is only significant evidence of health benefits for porous media particle filtration systems. They're saying that out of all the IAQ technology that I'm going to show you, all those that have been tested, only a media filter has been demonstrated to have positive impact on improving health in the home. This is a quote: "Filtration and air cleaning technologies are not recommended for use if they produce significant amounts of contaminants that are known or expected to be harmful for health." End of quote. Specifically, they're referring to ozone, and I'll be showing you some information on that in just a bit. So their summary of mechanical filter studies conclude that they are shown, as I mentioned, to reduce indoor concentrations of airborne particles, and to the degree that you can reduce particles, you're going to have positive impact on health. Electronic filters, different from mechanical filters, have been shown variously to have some effectiveness and then sometimes not so much. That's because of the range of products that are under the category electronic. The electronic precipitator type, the ones that charge and collect particles across an electronic cell, are the ones that are more likely to have an effect at removing particles that can negatively impact health. The category of sorbent air filters, this would be commonly charcoal type filters or potassium permanganate, are designed to absorb gases and gases only. There's very little data that says that actually improves the health for the occupants of the space. Additionally, there is a challenge with static pressure on these products. When they do absorb gases, static pressure goes up, and we know the negative impact of that. There's a whole category of air quality products called ionizers. They use a plasma technology, which essentially is charging particles in order to create ions, both positive and negative ions. The ions now will go out into the space. They'll cause particles to get attracted. It's called agglomeration. Some will get big enough to settle to the ground. That's called dirt. Others will get big enough to get stuck to a wall. That also has to be cleaned up. Others will get just big enough so they can be caught up in the airstream and get collected by the filter. One of the downsides of an ionizer is that it uses electricity to generate these ions. Anytime you have an electrical charge generated, you create ozone. UV germicidal lights have been proven to be effective at a single function, and that is to inactivate viruses, bacteria, mold spore, and fungus. They are effective when the light can shine directly on the material and there's a significant amount of time for exposure. Having viruses and bacteria fly through ductwork and see UV light for just a second or two will not be effective. There's another category of indoor air quality products that use a technology called photocatalytic oxidation, or PCO. There have been some studies that show some healthful benefit to them, and others that actually show that harmful contaminants are generated during the air quality process. One of these harmful products is formaldehyde, a dangerous byproduct that you certainly don't want to breathe and have in your home. There are standalone air cleaner types. These are more of a portable type of device that might combine several different technologies. It might have a filter and charcoal combined with it, or a filter and a UV light that is intended to catalyze some VOCs. There is still, again, some very insufficient information about how these products can have a positive impact on health. ASHRAE's position on ozone is very clear and very strong. They say that devices that use ozone should not be used in occupied spaces, period. And caution is warranted when using devices that generate ozone, even though generating ozone is not its primary function. So if the byproduct of the indoor air quality process is to generate ozone, then the product should not be used. Ozone has been established as harmful to our health by not only ASHRAE studies, but EPA and the American Lung Association. There are ozone alerts in some states. When ozone gets above a certain level, people are advised not to go outside or to exercise. ASHRAE has taken a very clear position that air cleaning technologies should be tested by established standards and should prove the effectiveness at removing harmful contaminants from the space that's occupied, either in a commercial building or in a home. Secure Air is committed to providing a whole house air quality solution that will enhance the health and wellness for all persons. Secure Air does have a solution that meets ASHRAE's high standards. I hope you're interested in finding out more.